And let's bring in our guest, Fredrick Hicks, who is a political strategist and joins us now live from Atlanta in Georgia. Welcome to the program. We just saw a story there, report by our colleague in New Jersey about the amount of people visiting food banks. Tell us, how is inflation affecting people where you are?
Well, inflation is definitely an issue, and it's one that President Biden actually addressed last week when he was here in Atlanta. Look, as the reporter mentioned, between rising energy costs, inflation, and the general stagnation of the economy as it relates to COVID-19, there are a number of people in the country who are suffering tremendously, just as there are a number of people in the country who are prospering. And so when we talk about inflation and we talk about real buying power, this is an issue all over the country, not just up there in New Jersey or here in Georgia, but all over the country.
Indeed, and as he said, so many advanced economies. Fredrick, if I may just broaden it out right now, the discussion to President Biden's 1 year in office, your assessment of his progress, failures, accomplishments, how well has he done?
Well, I would give him a B. And the reason why I would give him a B, and many others are giving him an F, is that you have to put his presidency in context. Usually when a U.S. president leaves office, whether it's because he lost or his term was up, he goes quietly into the night and you don't really hear from him again unless there's something ceremonial taking place. That's not the case with Donald Trump. Donald Trump is probably the second or the leading figure in the opposition to President Biden and has been for the entirety of this first year. If you remember, just 2 weeks before President Biden was sworn into office, there was the insurrection at the Capitol led by or encouraged by Donald Trump supporters. And then there was the time between January 6th and January 20th of this year where his supporters continued to question whether or not Joe Biden should even be the president or is legitimately the president. Add to that COVID-19 and add to that the inflation that we just talked about, and you have an environment that has made it really challenging for Joe Biden to push forward his agenda. But that being said, he did successfully lead a rollout of the COVID-19 vaccine. And he's also met with and dealt with the 2 variants that have emerged, Delta and Omicron, since then. Now, how well he's dealt with that is certainly up for debate. But he has taken this on, and America continues to move forward with vaccines and boosters and trying to get the economy on the right track. And he's also moved forward with something else very important, and that is the passage of an infrastructure bill. Listen, we've not had a significant investment in our infrastructure really since the 1950s or 1960s in this country. And to get that done in a bipartisan fashion with this level of Republican resistance to just about everything he's done is major. Now, there's a lot more to do, but given the environment, I think that he's done pretty okay, and I would give him a B.
Okay, you give him a B. Talk to us then about how the rest of the country see him, and specifically his approval ratings and what that means for potential re-election.
Absolutely. A U.S. president is usually most popular at the moment of their election, and their numbers go down. Now, he has suffered tremendous loss in public and approval ratings from January 20th of last year to January 20th of this year. Now, it's going to be very interesting to see how that continues throughout the year once the campaign season ratchets up, because this is a mid-year election. Control of the House and control of the U.S. Senate are both up this year. And President Biden mentioned yesterday that he's planning to hit the trail and be more visible and speak in plain language about the benefits of his presidency. So I think many others would probably give him a C. Based on all the things that have happened. But a lot of those things have been out of his control, as they are for any president. And so it'll be interesting to see how these things move as the year progresses, and he's out front in front of the and talking to the American people more plainly.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your analysis. Fredrick Hicks, political strategist, is joining us from Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you.